Good morning, everybody. Up on the mountain again with Tracker, looking for deer sheds. It's almost March, actually. It's the end of February, the last week of February. I haven't really hit it too hard for deer. We've been getting a lot of weather this past month. And it's a weird year because we didn't have any snow up here in northern Utah for a while. It was a pretty mild winter, and then all of a sudden, come late January, early February, we started getting a bunch of snow. So deer were shedding high, now they're shedding low if they're late droppers. It's a very interesting year. So we got a ton of deer tracks up here though, and we're gonna follow some out, see if we can find a shed. There should be something up here. Haven't seen any boot tracks yet. We'll try to make a good little video out of this hike. It'll just be a quick hike, nothing crazy, and I'm not expecting to find anything too big, but there's always that chance of something big floating around on these mountains. You can really see they've been bedding and hanging out in these tall oaks that are pretty open in the bottoms, and they provide some good shade up top. Deer sheds, love, hate them. They're cool, but most of the time they're pretty small and they're so hard to see because you pretty much got to walk right onto them, especially in terrain like this. The bucks tend to like the ridge or two that's south of me. I've picked up sheds in here before, but it seems like there's more that hang out to the south of me. But it's worth making a couple passes. It seems like they hang out on these north slopes or these little draws where it's thick. And then at night, in the mornings, whatever, they carry over or transition over to these south slopes on these trails. And then wherever there's oak brush or a set of trees, you could see they dig that out a lot and eat. Probably eating acorns and whatever else grows under there. On the board with a brown 4-point, it looks like. Just looked up under these rocks right here through the binos up, and in this small opening of dirt, I could see a brown 4-point laying there. I was just getting ready to cross over onto the next ridge, so good thing I looked back. I'll see if I could film through my binos and show you. All I have is my phone to film with. Really, I don't think it's all that big, but it's a start, and it has me excited because it's right on this dominant game trail, almost on the spine of this ridge. And I haven't seen a boot track yet, so maybe I timed it just right, and I'll be the first one to hit all this stuff and find some more. Looks like a right side. Oh, it is a 4-point. Thank you, bud. Compact little guy, but a really cool young buck. He's got a little blade action going on that G4. Chocolate brown. Yeah, very, very compact, but good genetics. Looks like he's gonna grow to be a big buck one day if nobody gets him. Yeah, laying right off of this trail here. Whew, it's muddy. Laying right there. Where did he drop his other side at? Well, just the one shed so far. There's so many tracks, it's impossible to follow them all. So I just got up on this little rock out cropping spot, and I'm gonna do some glassing, see if I can glass a shed up before I drop elevation and go into this other canyon. So we came over to the next ridge, and I finally saw the deer that have been leaving all these tracks. There was probably 40 deer. Out of those 40 deer, about 4 2-pointers, 1 3-pointer with a right antler, no left side, and then about 7 shed bucks. So maybe 12 to 15 bucks out of the 40. What I ended up doing, because I didn't want to spook them, they already kind of saw me, and I didn't want to push them around too much, is I got up on this ridge and I started glassing this area that it would look like they'd feed in, and I actually glassed up one shed. It looks like a right side decent base, but I can only see the beam. I don't know what it is, so we're gonna glass one more spot for a different angle, and then we're gonna go pick it up. I went ahead and put tracker on his leash just in case around these deer, just to keep him from chasing. But walking up onto the shed I glassed up right now. Here it is. Looks like a brown 3-pointer. Cool. Good boy. He's been there a minute. It's a little bleached out on the top right there. Then that part is still dark. So he shed probably a couple weeks ago. Where is his other side at? There's got to be some more in here. But I didn't glass anything else up, so might have to pick him out of the brush. But way sweet. 3-pointer. Update time. I've moved into the bedding areas where some deer have been bedding. I still only have the 2 sheds. I've seen a couple more bucks. One was shed. 2 had 1 antler, 1 had both, but they're all really young deer, 2 points, 3 points. Nothing too mature. I've kind of got an idea of what they're doing though, and I think the bigger ones are just even a little bit further away, but that's gonna be for another day when I leave earlier in the morning and I have my backpack. No backpack today. So we'll work with what we got, see if we can't pull a couple more out, 1 more out. Oh man, well, looks like that's probably gonna be all we find today. So I'll show you what we ended with, just those 2 sheds. Pretty cool bucks, nice average sized deer. Just couldn't match them up. There's still a lot of snow, and I think any early drop bucks, they're covered, and there's still a lot of little bucks packing. It's not an area with a lot of big deer. So honestly, I feel like these are like some of the better bucks in the area. The other ones are really small. I don't even really care to pick them up, but I think there's some areas maybe close to here that could be good, but they'll be for another day. So this is what we got. A couple browns. Feels good to get some fresh antlers. Elk are gonna be dropping anytime soon, like big ones in some units in the next week or 2. So it's about time to get after that, but for now, we'll keep hitting deer sheds. Subscribe, guys. If you like these videos, please subscribe and support. I'll keep pumping them out as much as I can, and good luck this year. See you guys.